I'm Mike Murphy, one of the co-founders of Wicked Bandwidth. We're an internet service provider based here in Boston. And we're preparing for our presentation, and Chris said, you guys are going to do a demo. And I said, sadly, no, Chris, we're not going to do a demo. The way we look at apps, kind of like rock stars, right? They're slick, they're sexy, people love to look at them and do fun things. And you can demo them. The internet, we're like roadies. So we provide the infrastructure that everybody rides on. What I was able to do, though, was bring a piece of our network. So we suffered our first network outage, probably my fault. So, one of the things that comes up on a very regular basis for us, one of the questions that we get asked is why launch a new internet service provider in Boston? We've got Comcast and Verizon and all these great folks. And really there's two main reasons why we did that. The first thing is the adoption of cloud services from small and mid-sized businesses, right? It's really changed the game for network infrastructure. The second thing is we had a bit of an aha moment, which we'll get into in a moment. So how many folks out here use cloud services like the ones up on the screen in their office, right? You guys are not alone. I mean, 80% of small business and medium-sized businesses use cloud services. The adoption rate should be higher than that within the next 18 months. And so what that means is all the stuff that used to live in your network, in your office, no longer lives there. It now lives offsite somewhere, which is great. No more tech hardware. You don't have to worry about any of those things. But you need one common denominator to access that, and that's bandwidth. And so therein lies the rub. If you look at small and medium-sized businesses, they tend to live in or be housed in low-rise and mid-rise buildings. And back in the day when a lot of the networks being constructed, fiber-based networks, the providers looked at areas of high density, big, shiny, tall office buildings with lots and lots of clients in it. And so when they built their network, they passed by all the smaller buildings. And so what we're looking to do as part of our process is service a lot of those smaller buildings. The second thing is our aha moment. And so what we define as an aha moment is really when you have a great idea, you think you have something that has some merit to it, and you see something that specifically tells you it's time to go launch a business and go sign up. So as you can see up here, we realized that elephants need bigger butts. No, what happened was the Innovation District, right? So the Innovation District was announced. And Boston's a very innovative city, and we drive a lot of innovation, so great idea to have an Innovation District in our city. The challenge was the Seaport. Boston Seaport area is by far, from purely a network perspective, the worst place to put an innovation district. If you think about what was in the Seaport, it's all things that do not drive the need for bandwidth. You've got fish canneries and factories and warehouses and all this great stuff. So a lot of what we looked at was, this could be a disaster. And as time went on and more companies moved into Boston or into the Innovation District, what we realized was, it's going to be successful, but there's still this great need for bandwidth. So for us, we looked at it as a great opportunity. And we said we're going to launch a brand new network from the ground up, which is a fiber-based network that we put state-of-the-art optical gear on, and we lit that with a 100 gig backbone. And so the idea is we're bringing that to places in the city that have been historically underserved. So that's the reason why we went out and started this new internet service provider, was really to provide state-of-the-art services to small and medium-sized businesses and help support the growth of those businesses. When doing this, we looked at it and also said we want to create a new model, a new paradigm. And that new paradigm, if you think about customer service, for us, we don't really feel like, as customers in the telecommunications world, that we're being serviced the way we want it to be. So we launched Wicked Bandwidth with the idea that we're going to change customer service. We're your neighbors. We're a small business as well. We understand technology. We also understand the obligation that we take on when we take you on as customers. Because if you're going to put all your things in the cloud, your business needs to run on bandwidth, otherwise you can't access all of your apps. And so therefore, we take that very seriously. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to target underserved buildings. So if you think back to how telecommunications historically built network, they found the areas that they wanted to service and they felt they'd get the best economic return from. And then from there, they let customers come to them. We're going to turn the model the other way around. The first thing we do is analytical analysis, where we've got a predictive scoring model, where we find buildings that we feel are underserved and we target those buildings. The second thing that we're going to be doing, which common sense prevails once in a while for me, and we figured the best people that know where they need bandwidth are the people that are in the buildings without bandwidth. So we've just launched a brand new application to crowdsource data. So if you're in a location that you feel like does not have ample bandwidth, come to the site, fill out the request form, it's pretty easy, and then from there, we'll look at doing some research to see if we can bring bandwidth to your building. So we kind of took this idea of, by the people, for the people. And so we really hope that as we, continue to grow our network, we'll be able to make more of these great applications that are going to be coming out of this room tonight function just a little bit better. So, questions?
What's your growth been like so far?
So Chris asked, what's the growth been like so far? We started about 2 years ago, and we first lit the network. We've been growing. It's always great when you say percentages when you're first growing. So you get one customer, then you get two customers, and you did 100% growth. So our growth from that perspective has been great. We're now about 12 buildings or so in Boston, in the Seaport, some in the Back Bay. So we're starting to really add more buildings. Sure. So do we use existing infrastructure? Yes. What we leverage is the actual fiber capacity. We pull some of our own cables, but we also use what they call dark fiber. So fiber that's not being utilized by other providers. We will take that fiber and lease it.
Have you looked up other cities?
We have. We're at a point now where we are starting to kind of crest over the edge with Boston and feel like we've got some good momentum there, and we'll start looking at other cities. And really, this model works best in smaller cities where you've got less competition. You've got the cable company and the phone company, and that's just about it. Here in Boston, you've got a lot of competitors. Boston also is a little bit tricky to construct it. They're not the easiest city to work with sometimes, but we've gotten through a lot of that over the last couple of years.
How is your cost of laying like a fiber network compared with those big players?
So how does our cost compare with some of the larger players in terms of capital to build out new networks? We're very, very efficient because we target very specific things. We know where we're going to go, so we're not building a large network that's going to pass lots and lots of different buildings that we're not going to service. We're building directly to the location that we want to service. And to the point earlier, we're using some existing infrastructure that's been underutilized, so we're able to do it a little bit less expensive.
Fantastic business model. Has there been any legislation that would encourage these cable companies from serving underserved areas?
There has been. I think, in the city of Boston, they just signed an agreement with Verizon to bring, Fios services to a bunch of different locations in the city. Different infrastructure, though. That's one of the things that, is important to understand. Is cable modem and things like cable modems that you see in most of the small businesses is a shared resource. So you've got a node that has a pool of bandwidth and a bunch of people that all access that node. If you've got some greedy neighbors, you may not get great bandwidth. So I think everybody's kind of experienced, whether it's at home or in the office, at different points in the day, things just slow down. It's really because there's so much traffic. With our network, it's all dedicated optical network, fiber-based, so it's a different type of service, but we feel like it's the right fit given where small businesses are going in terms of network.
So if you have 100% of your available market of that map that you showed, if you have all of that, how much is that of the total available market in Boston? Just trying to get a sense of.
Good question, right? So of the areas that we service, what percentage of that is the total? Right, it's small. It's small, less than 5%, right?
But is it enough for you to survive?
It is. For us, we have, like I said, a very efficient model, so it's less expensive. Telecommunications providers and internet service providers are very capital intensive business when you're building a lot of network. We found ways to do that, I think a little bit more creatively, so we can deal with a smaller customer size, sample, and still be profitable.
Last question, please.
Last question.
What is the average implementation size and time that I would fill out that form until we got that? I know it would vary.
Yes.
But
So,
quality.
Steve, my partner here, just said 23 minutes. Hold them to it, right? Hold them to it. So, great question. So, how long does it take from when you fill out the form to when you get service? It really depends on how we service the building, but it could be anywhere from 30 days to a year, depending on the construction. So, yeah, it's unfortunately really broad, but one of the things we really try to work very hard on is over-communicate. I mean, we really try to explain that because we feel that's one of the things that telecommunications providers and cable providers and guys don't do a great job of. So we'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and we'll go from there.
Great, thank you. We can finish it.